Hey guys, it's Pure Venom here. I'm going to be bringing you another video. Like I said, I was going to do my Surface earbud review. It's been about 4 days now since I've had the earbuds, and I feel like I have enough information to give you guys a proper review on everything. So why don't we get into the specs first? First off, you get 8 hours on the earbuds and an additional 16 hours from the case itself. So you get 24 hours total. That's about average what everybody else is doing. Some are doing like 32 hours. Some do only like 16. Microsoft's like right in the middle. Not going to complain or gripe about that. Also, these do support app decks, and with the 5.0 low latency Bluetooth, these actually sound really good. I've been listening to podcasts and YouTube music. That's typically my two platforms that I listen to, and then also, of course, YouTube in general. And the very last thing with these guys, they do charge off of USB-C. There are no wireless charging coils in this at all, so it does not support QI charging. And the most important one that a lot of people want to know, are these IPX certified? Yes, they are. They are IPX4, so they are just sweat and water resistant. They're not waterproof. So if the buds do get wet or if you do get caught in a storm, you are able to dry them up and they'll continue working. Also, Microsoft has put two microphones in the little ear canal area here, so you get right around this little band. That's where the microphones are going to be hiding. From what I've been told by callers that I've called, audio quality sounds very good, very clean. Sounds like I'm just talking on my phone, so perks to that. Now, just to give you a brief overview of what the review is, I do have just plain old audio from this, unedited, through Audacity. So the only thing that I will do is lower the audio because it will fluctuate between my voice here and then also that. So I will drop it down just a little bit, but audio has not been changed at all outside of the volume. And then from there, I do have a Microsoft Office document within Word because Microsoft has huge integrations with Microsoft Office in PowerPoint and in Word with these guys. So I'll also have a demonstration showing you how dictation works within Word. PowerPoint, it's mainly more of captioning. I don't have a PowerPoint presentation to work with. I could use my, capstone project, but I don't want to do that. Felt Word was more than enough. So those will be playing, at least the Microsoft Office will be playing right now. This is a test on the Surface earbuds, trying to see the quality with the microphones that Microsoft has put into them. Microsoft has added 2 microphones to this, and this is just a general audio test. I know that they're supposed to be used more in Microsoft Office, but wanted to see the general calls, what they would sound like. And then also, just so you guys can see the audio quality, that will be playing right here. So with all that being done with the Microsoft Office integration, did not miss a word. Now, of course, some of those sentences may not make sense, may need commas, may need periods. This is just for testing, and then the same thing with the Audacity. The PC acts a little bit weirder with the microphones. I don't know exactly why, so I can't answer that. That's something that I may have to research in on. It's a Bluetooth type of thing, so you may see high peaks or low peaks. It may not. It's just, I'm not exactly sure how it all pans out. If you guys know, please comment down below. I always like learning something. But let's actually get back to my personal feeling with Microsoft and the Buds themselves. Being a product first generation, Microsoft had a lot of manufacturers to look at. Take the positive, take the negatives. Personally, in my opinion, Microsoft did a well job for their first iteration of their product. Big thing is with this case, I mean, it's spring-loaded. It opens immediately, as you can see here. Very surprised with the quality of the products. I'm glad Microsoft did push it back, till now to release them. The big thing is that with the Buds, it's so annoying that I have to open the lid to see the charge. Makes no sense to me. I'm trying to figure it out. What was the purpose? Just put the stupid little indicator light on the outside. Everybody else does it. Even Apple, Samsung, Jaybird, all of them. The placement of the button down here, definitely rock solid. It's a good button. Feels nice. It's flush, so it's not going to just accidentally bump and try to pair with other Bluetooth. USB-C, my life is all USB-C. As you guys have seen, I've been getting GAN chargers. I've been getting USB-C cables. I want the one cable to rule them all. I want one charger to rule them all. And these guys do charge up to I think it's like 15 watts. Whatever my one charger is that Samsung has. I believe it's a 15-watt charger that it came with. Works no problem. They run into the same issue with the Surface headphones. If they get too much of an amperage to them, they don't know how to properly reset themselves or get the correct voltage into the headset, so they don't charge. That's not a Microsoft problem. That's just a USB-C issue. I've noticed that lately with a lot of manufacturers. Even my Samsung Buds do it. But this is the big thing. With these Buds, I can actually hear outside noise, everything like that. These are definitely catered towards, listening to podcasts, listening to meetings, talking in meetings. Microsoft's done huge integrations in on the professional side. In the casual side, walking around, I'm able to hear people talking. I'm able to hear everything that's around me. And it's a nice feeling because I know the Galaxy Buds have a passive, same thing as my Jaybirds. They have such a seal to them that, you can't hear anything from. The Buds themselves, now, these are a little bit weird to put in your ears. You actually have to look at the manual to put them in because it's not a correct way. So to throw these in, you actually have to put the pike right at the bottom, you twist, and they fall right into your ear. And then same thing with this one here, throw it in, and you get right there with the peak. So as you can see, the earbuds don't look terrible. I think they look fine, personally. The touch surfaces, they're probably the best that I've ever played with, personally. A lot of other manufacturers do the touch or capacitive buttons. Things never work. Like my Galaxy Buds, you gotta hit it 2 or 3 times before it actually recognizes that you actually did something. These guys here do a great job, and I really never had a problem with changing volumes, swiping back and forth for audio and video. when I'm doing like my YouTube music, my YouTube, my podcast, fast forwarding through stuff. I have done 2 or 3 phone calls. The phone calls were anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes long. Nobody said that I was, distorted or having any problems like that. But overall, if I had to say my pros and cons, if you're a working individual who needs to do dictation, who needs to do captioning, who does a lot of PowerPoint and Word documents, so like doctors, lawyers, insurance agents, writers, these are definitely great for Word just because of the dictation that they do. I was amazed that it could do, some of the words that it could do, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That was a kind of interesting one. And then in the PowerPoint side of things, if you're doing a lot of presentations, so if you're in sales or business, if you do a lot of Microsoft Teams, it definitely does help just because they're discreet, they fit in your pocket, they're no larger than the actual Samsung Galaxy Buds or my Jaybirds. So that's one of the other cool things. So they're about the same size. They're pocketable, a little bit of a bulge. It's not like an AirPod or anything like that. And then from there, the charging capabilities, they're good. Do I prefer to have QI charging? Yeah, but USB-C, everything. All the manufacturers, if anybody gets anything out of it, USB-C. And then definitely the audio quality's been good. There's no issues with that. You do have to play with the EQs though. I have found in the Surface Audio app that when it comes to the pop, I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. Pop and rock, they sound a little bit better compared to what they come out of the box. It would be flat. Now you can do individual sliders. I do have a video with the Surface app itself, what I'll put down below, of course. And also the case, definitely very nice, good quality. I wish it wasn't shiny plastic though. It is white though, so it doesn't show any of the fingerprints. Or if it does, it's not that bad. I mean, as you guys can see, I've been playing with it for the last couple days. But my cons, I will definitely go and say a charging light, needs to be put on the outside of the box. I get it that you don't want to do that, but keeps it clean, keeps it aesthetically looking nice. Put it on the bottom then. The button's fine. It is hard to find though, because it is so flushed. I'm trying to see if you guys can see it. There you go. Yeah. So it is hard to find. It took me a minute to actually locate the little pairing button at the bottom. I had to pull the manual out to verify, like if I was doing something wrong. And then outside of that, you took 6 months additional. You guys could have probably put a QI charger in here. You guys could have done wireless charging on your first generation. And I already know what you guys are going to do for your second. You guys are going to put wireless charging. You guys are going to change where the location of the light is. You guys are going to keep the same hinge because the hinge, great, top notch. And then from there, you guys might change the buds up a little bit. But overall, I mean, they're snug in my ears. They fit great. I have the medium size earbuds in. That's my really big gripe with these is that, Microsoft has seen what everybody can do, but still went with a first-gen product the way that a first-gen product would be. A little bit of cuts. It's not like the Surface headphones where, Microsoft actually did pretty much everything and couldn't do anything for the second gen. What did they do for the second gen? Well, change the rotations of the cup and gave it Bluetooth 5.0. But hopefully these will get. Same thing with aptX. These guys can get it. All Bluetooth is firmware upgrades. Microsoft wants to push it out to this, they will. So, in a nutshell, Microsoft, I give you props for your product. You did a great job. Outside of that, I can't really complain. if you are thinking about buying it, I would suggest definitely get them. I mean, they're totally worth it. Also, with the student discount, you can't beat it. If you live in Microsoft Office, if you like Microsoft products, if you want a seamless integration, definitely go for it. But you guys have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. If you guys have questions and concerns, of course, comment, and describe, comment, everything down below. Of course, this is one of my longer videos. But have a great one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.